Dear brothers and sisters, indeed, now this is my last sort of engagement of this trip. Of course, now tomorrow, one visit to one school. Otherwise, meeting with public. This is the last program. So last few days here in Germany, then also in Finland, Estonia, and before that France, southern France, then Geneva. Everywhere, public really shows me genuine, very, very warm feeling. So that, some kind of confirmation, we are same human being. If you show other genuine warm feeling or express sense of concern of their well-being, then response from others also similar. Because we are same human being. And we share this blue planet, small blue planet. Only our home. We can't shift on moon. But this morning, from my window, I saw half moon red, half moon. Beautiful. But if we really try to settle there, hopeless. This is the only home. So now population increasing. And the lifestyle also, you see, changing. And meantime, the gap rich to poor also increasing. Southern world, northern world, indeed very sad. So, and economy also global economy. Environment issue also world issue, not one particular this country or that country. So, according to that reality, now we, if you see, we all have the sort of some, say, the global sense of global responsibility, and forget little differences here and there, thinking humanity. If we promote that kind of idea, then very concept of war, no basis. Concept of war, you see, developed on the basis of strong concept of we and they. If we develop the sense of whole world is we, part of me, then the concept of destruction, then no longer there. If you really develop sense of concern of their well-being, then there is no room cheating, exploiting, telling lie, or bully, or worse, through violence, kill them. No basis. So, simply not enough say, oh, violence is bad, or war is bad. That's not too simple. We have to tackle the root of this violence and this problem. So one way, I think we should develop a sense, share those from richer sort of nation to poorest the section of nation or the people. We have to pay serious attention, reduce this gap, rich and poor. In Germany, how serious gap rich and poor? I think not that much serious, isn't it? That's very good. That's very good. And once I also heard in Austria, the almost billionaire, none. I heard very few millionaires, but gap is not that serious. Then America, huge gap. Billionaires, the number of billionaires increasing. Poorer people, poorer section of people still remain poor. And India also. Now China, a socialist, communist country, suppose unthinkable, gap rich and poor. Now because you see, communists have become capitalist communist. So you see the huge gap rich and poor in China also. So these are very, very unhealthy sort of situation. Then I just met one Chinese friend who spent a few years in Chinese prison. He told me, pollution, water, so much polluted, and the soil, much sort of destroyed. Ecology sort of damage immense. So mentioned like that. So these, so we have to think seriously how to reduce this gap. And then Germany, Deutschland, I think they are a nation who create a lot of sort of the technology or invention. Since my childhood, when I was in Lhasa, we usually use some kind of a pen made by bamboo, some special kind of bamboo. So a student is very much fond. You see, a small pocket knife, making that, you see, sharpening the bamboo pen. So then the small sort of pocket knife, sometimes made in Germany. So then we feel, oh, this is German product, very good, reliable. That kind of sort of impression since my childhood. So Germany, I think really, in technological field, I think a lot of sort of inventions and a lot of technology things built. So you also, you see, have the opportunity to help poorer section, poorer part of the southern world, these things. So, and then also, the one time I visit, which place I can't remember, the one factory. Then they concerned, so the people told me the factory built as such a way, minimum effect for environment or pollution. So you have the sort of technology, build more factories, produce more articles, yet minimum effect on environment. So these are really wonderful. I think China, need, so your expertise there. Build more factory, but minimize sort of damage ecology, particularly in Tibet. Some sort of, my friend, some Indian ecologists, so they told me, they expressed to me, Tibet, high altitude, dry climate, so once damage is done about environment, and the nature sort of, because of that, nature way of recover take longer time because of dry climate and the high altitude, they say. So I often express political difficulties. We can wait 5 years, now we already wait. Wait does not mean doing nothing. We make effort, but at the same time, with patience, without losing determination and hope. Now last 52 years passed. Some of our sort of staunch supporter in European Parliament, you see, we always carry our determination, although you see very successful sort of concrete sort of change or result. So we can wait another 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, we can wait. Meantime, make effort. This debate is saying 9 times failure, 9 times sort of effort. But ecological damage, if something happens, then already happened, like former Soviet Union, like damage in some part of Russia during communist rule. Now damage already there. Political situation can change, can improve, but damage, ecology, now remain more or less permanently. So that's one of the main concern inside Tibet. Unfortunately, the Chinese authority also not much sort of interested about the importance of ecology. Then on top of that, number of Chinese sort of company or Chinese businessmen, they making maximum exploitation about Tibetan sort of mines or minerals, natural resources. So regardless consequences. Now, for example, I think two years ago, I met one Tibetan who come from one sort of remote sort of area near Lhasa. He showed me one picture, some building, it's a factory. He told me, since that factory developed, a lot of wild animal dies. So they pollute water. As a result, those wild animals on that area drinking that polluted water then die. So such case, in some area, some new disease, some village, which never recorded in the past, because again, water, drinking water, polluted. So that's quite serious because of that matter. So I'm sure, you see, some of my sort of friends, some businessmen, may have some sort of connection or contact in China. So one time I met one businessman from Europe, one European country. He previously some connection in China, but then since some time back, because of that, he dropped that connection, and all his money from China brought back, and then he never visited. Then I told him, this is wrong. You must keep your friendship, some of those your previous sort of friends. And then regarding Tibet, he, very good friend of mine, the very reason why is he dropped, because of the draw back his money, because he disliked the Chinese policy regarding Tibet. So then I told him, you must keep close contact with those Chinese businessmen.